Hi YouTube fans, here again. And without ado, I had a few to test. So I said to people, and most of my fans, and most people who watch me, give me a nice thumb to test or a thumbs up. And I've had it to test. Now I remember doing the original No Retreat, No Surrender movie. Well, the same person who asked me to do the original wondered what my response would be if I do number two, number three, and they also had a retest of King of the Kickboxers. Not Kickboxer, this movie's called King of the Kickboxers, which, funny enough, stars the same actor that appears in No Retreat, No Surrender 2, as well as the third one. He's also in King of the Kickboxers. It's the same guy, I meant to say, that I get comfortable. But yeah, the same die. Funny thing is, he be in a lot of these Don Ford Van Damme sort of spin-off films, or it be Kickbox, or it be Bloodsport, or these sort of action films, the Days of Nani or Psy, like the Rambo films, and so on. So it's sort of like one of them. Just bear with me because I'm going to pause my timer because I'm in the dark. Sorry about that, I was a bit in the dark because it was getting on my fucking nerves. And I'm trying to get fucking comfortable. But yeah, so the same actor appeared in this. Thing is, it's not the same character when they do No Risky, No Surrender, Fee. Don't a different character all to death for. But it's the same actor that appears in number two, number three, and also appeared in King of the Kickboxers. So let's get on with the fucking film. Why not? Why not? Now, this one I would say is a big improvement from number one, but no offence on the one that wants me to do these, it would have to be another review and another rant. I don't mind this one, I take it as a time waster, but it does has its falls, just like number one, but it's still, in my eyes, a big improvement from number one. The reason why I say that, number one, I do know originally they were going to bring the same character, the same actor from No Retreat, No Surrender in this. They're going to have his mate in it, another one that does this. That one. They're going to have his mate again, and they're going to have that big lad, the tubby one. I've been insulting, but he's going to now be his mate. He's going to be a buddy. Everyone's going to respect him for what he did with Don Ford Van Damme's character in the first one. And they're going to do that when he has another tournament. And then they had another idea that he'd go to China. It's going to be sort of like a spin-off of Karate Kid 2, all rolled into one. But they decided, no, let's make our own sort of film. So when they did No Retreat, No Surrender, that idea got scrapped. They had a different actor, a different character, and basically a different fucking story. So it starts off, you've got the idea, it's to do with these wars, it's in a jungle, these people get shot, executional style, blindfolded and all that, and they all get shot. And I've forgotten how much of an out-of-fire movie No Retreat, No Surrender 2 is. I've really forgotten how out-of-fire this one is. But I do respect this one a lot more. Nobody tends to talk from Van Damme, but if you want to hear what I thought, just go into me review on the first one. It's just basically a Rocky 4 and the Karate Kid in a fucking Brenda rip-off. It really is, and Tom Ford Van Damme isn't really the star, this is more of a villain. You get a little bit in the opening and you get a bit at the end, and that's about it. That's about it. You see more photos of Van Damme, the original art cover, than you do of the main character. And then you got one character in it who is a Bruce Lee fan, but for some reason they've got him Bruce Lee. And the only highlight is you got Bruce Lee in the film, make a small appearance as Bruce Lee's ghost. Seriously, I'm not even smoking anything. That's why I had a rant, but there was only decent bits in it. Again, this is its own film. So to get this girl, I think it's the death end of this lad, and she gets abducted by these mercenaries. I don't admit one thing though, I do prefer the villain in this. Nobody tends Van Damme. And it's the same actor who appeared in Dark Angel. Remember me reviewing Dark Angel, which in America it was called I Come in Peace. He was the one that played the evil alien and Dolph Lundgren shoots him and gets the better of him, and then he says that line, I come in peace. And Dolph Lundgren says, then you go in pieces. Well, that's the same actor. Sad to say he's no longer with us. I do believe he got killed doing his own stunt by accident. You know, accidents happen and all that. And he got killed doing his own stunt in an action film, sadly to say. But he's very good. He's very good at playing villainly roles. And in this, he plays the main villain. May he rest in peace. I do remember there's a scene where you've got this guy and he feeds him to a crocodile. It's like brutal. It's really vicious. It's hard to watch. And he's just unbeatable to get massacred, this poor guy. And basically, you got the idea they're selling arms and they're selling drugs, and the guy's after his girlfriend. He's got his old pissing up by these mercenaries. So he meets this guy on the way. In my eyes, this guy's just a Rambo, Indiana Jones fucking wannabe. He's a Rambo fucking wannabe. But there's a good bit in it where he's having an arm wrestle. And it kind of reminds me of Eaten Alive. I remember reviewing Eaten Alive because I've seen it when they've got arm wrestling. I get my offence there. The arm wrestling. Unlike in Eaten Alive, where it's these sharp knives and the arm goes down, they cut the fucking hand. In this, they've got like a lighter and in this nightclub, and I think it's in Taiwan, somewhere like that. And put the arm down, and the guy burns his hand, and he wins. There's a bit of a vicious fight where he puts a cigar in someone's face. I think that was fucking needed. That makes the good guy look a bit like a fucking dick. But he meets up with this lad, and he team up to help him find his girlfriend. And you do get another well-known martial artist in it. You remember a star who played Tyler Brown? Very good martial art film. It's one day I might review that on the road. She's in it, and this is one of the reasons why at first thinks he's a bit arrogant, thinks he's a bit of a dick. She gets the lad guy involved with a tournament and almost gets the shit kicked out of him. But as the film goes on, you get to like her. And there's bits where I say it's like an Indiana Jones wannabe. There's bits where they're in the jungle, the timing rope, this, that, and other. They're going across a bridge which is about to collapse, and they go out of fucking dodge. And it just feels like I'm watching either a Rambo wannabe or Indiana Jones wannabe or a martial art film. It does not know what the fuck. That's why I'm giving it a rant. This film does not know what the fuck it wants to be. One moment it's a political film about war. Another it's a war film. Another it feels like an Indiana Jones wannabe. Then it's like a Rambo wannabe. Then it's like a fucking martial art wannabe. What the fuck is this film want to be? But save the day, right? And they fight the baddie. And this is a bit where it's going to be a rant, because I actually like the Dirty Based Town and Old Brown. I like some of the martial art moves. She's a good martial artist. But what fucking ruins this fucking film, and I am swearing, is she gets shot up by one of the bad guys. She gets shot to shit, right? But I do like the fights in here. I feel it's better coordinated than the original with John Ford Van Damme. The bad guy is fighting him, he's kicking the shit out of him. There's a bit of his uncle up on this building, he jumps down, you think he's got the better. He ties the rope on his leg, rams this fucking big dock off truck, the same place where the crocodiles and alligators are, falls down, does its laughable, the truck blows up, he lands on the crocodile's head, gets ripped to pieces, and the truck just blows up. I don't like blows up, just fucking blows up. I don't fucking know why. But then the girl dies, the one out of China Old Brown, lifts her body up, holds the body, they both walk off. It pans out like this map. It's hard to explain this, I saw the film, but I don't want to get shit for copyright. But it goes like this sort of zigzag puzzle, and then you've got this epic sort of music that played halfway through the film and plays at the end. End of movie. But it's got to be a rant, because I actually like the characters. So to see one get shot up and die at the end, to me, is a kick in the balls. I remember saying that's what ruined No Retreat, No Surrender 2. It's that fucking stupid, shitty ending. I didn't think that she needed to get shot. And it's like I said, it just feels like I'm watching a Rambo, an Indiana Jones wannabe film. And I like the guy in it. He's got like his, proper 80s looking shirt. But I would say it's an improvement a little bit, because you haven't got some guy doing this. You haven't got break dancing. You haven't got fucking cringeworthy 80s music at the end. But again, the film does not know what it wants to be. But I can respect that they tried to do something different. I can respect that it's not trying to imitate the first one, but it'd have to be a rant. But I do say to it its due, when you get to No Retreat, No Surrender 3, The villain in number 2 is more friendly. He's more evil. He has his hair slicked back. He really looks evil. Who said he's no longer with us. I just said his name from the guy who did Dark Angel or I Come in Peace. I do reckon he was a better baddie than the one in the third one. The third one has blonde hair, bleach blonde hair, so blonde, it's fucking laughable. It looks like a fucking rock band, fucking singer. Just can't take him serious. In this, the villain in this I thought was a better villain. That's the only thing it has going in No Retreat, No Surrender 2. The acting's a bit wooden here and there and a bit laughable. But even in the third one, the acting's not really that good. But you're watching a martial art film and you're going into it for fighting and action and kicking ass, you're going to get it. If you're going into it for acting, you're not going to get it in that type of film anyway. You're not. But for what it is, I can watch it as a time waster, but I just think the third one was, it stepped its pace. It didn't have to be a fucking Rambo or a fucking Indiana Jones wannabe. It just basically kept to what it was, a fucking action and revenge film. In this one, it didn't know what it wanted to be. But I'll do it its due. I'll give it its fucking due. There's good bits of the jungle. I like the bits with this old Taiwan. It's got a lot of beautiful scenery in it. You can definitely see they put a budget in this one a lot more than number 1. So that's why I'm going to be fair on it. I'll give it a 2. It's not great, but it's not bad. But there are bits where it just have falls, like the ending where the girl gets shot. I didn't think she needed to die. Maybe get her wounded or something and she lifts. Did they really have to go that route? And little bits in here where it just stays to what it is. But other than that, I can watch it as a time waster. I don't love it, but it'd have to be a rant and a review because there are bits what pisses me off. But compared to number 1, I think this was a bit more better. A bit more better. Because you can't say Don Ford Van Dam is the best thing about the film and the original one. Not really. In this one, I'll give it a 2-star rating. Until then, be smart, be safe. See you later.